Okay guys, so I recently made this box in a video showing how to use like a really basic scoreboard. I don't want to say really basic because to be honest, most of them are 1/4 inch marks or some weird kind of marks, but one that has at least an 1/8 inch marks all across the board. And I made this quick box, and I told you guys that I would make another video decorating it, so that's what we're going to do today. So I do have some items that hopefully are still available. I'll have them linked in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you ever purchase items to those links. Excuse me. So I recently picked this up on Craft Stash, and just a really sweet die set. John next door, I don't think I have anything of his other than maybe like a magazine, and I haven't even used those things, so let's see. Other than some papers, I think, from one magazine. The box itself, if you guys recall, is 6 1/8 on the top. It's 6 inches at the bottom here because that just worked out. So this actual box top, if we measure, is 6 1/8 inch square, which really doesn't matter because even if you start cutting, just pretending it's a 6 inch square, that little 1/8 of an inch, leaving 16ths on the side isn't going to be the biggest deal. But this is only so big, so I was like, ooh, what else can I do? I mean, we can start there. It doesn't have to be completely covered. And then I was thinking, oh, I can bring out these guys. I had picked these up not too long ago. These Moonstone cutting dies from Hunky Dory Crafts, and the largest one, I was trying to see if it tells you the size. I like that they have this on here. Is that weird? It's so cute. I'm like, oh, no one's ever touched it. The seal just broke when I opened it, But anyway, I guess it's a seal of authenticity or something. So this one has scalloped edges. Obviously nothing in here is scalloped. It's very geometric and squared off and all that, but I'm going to use it anyway. I do have some from Hunky Dory that are much larger, but they're actually, it would work. It's the ones that cut a stitching on the inside and a stitching on the outer portion, so that if I did want to cut the largest one of that, it would have stitching, which actually would match this much better. But oh well, I pulled this one out, so let's go with that. Yep, I'm being held here. I can't go and grab the other one. Let's see. So I think we can start with that, and then we'll just go from there, mixing and matching. Again, you have layers, like, mats. You have the inlays, matte, inlay, matte, inlay, okay? And then, so if you look at here, his first one, he has the matte, the inlay layer, and then he put that on top of a blue matte layer. And this one, he has the blue on the outside, the white behind it. It looks like it's still matched up. It's not just seeing through to the white back here. And then here he has another blue piece with a white on top. And then some flowers. So I was like, oh, you know what? Why not? So I went and grabbed some flowers from, literally just opened the package that I kept all my the last swap, the flowers and flutters, I think is what I called it. And right on top was this, and I thought, hey, why not? So this is very pretty. There's some gorgeous stuff in here, like the colorways. And I'm sorry the tag's missing, and it was a while ago, so I don't recall exactly who did these, but I could venture some guesses just from the style, but I don't want to. So if you sent these in to me, please leave a comment, and we'll pin it so people can say, ooh. I mean, look at that. So we can have something pretty like this, or we can do like the whole little array of these flowers, something pretty. And then even just doing that reminds me of the Magnificent Mortis box. Is that what it was called? From Tonic. So pretty. So we have some different things in here and some other flowers. So I'm going to grab some papers that kind of coordinate back to whatever's going on here as far as colorway, and we'll just get started. I'll be right back. To grab some paper packs, and I'm like, something fresh, and I saw the very edge of this, like where I keep my paper packs pretty much like this on a bookshelf. And so I can see this, as I kind of flip through. And this is a very old paper pack. Gorgeous. I've been hoarding it, but gotta use the stuff. And so as I flip through this one, I mean, it has a lot of pretty things. Actually, it has butterflies and it has dragonflies, as you can see there. I like this paper, and it's a bummer because it's not like the focal paper, it's the back side of it, but I like the way it looks. And you can create something like this. I don't have to cut up this paper to get a background like this. You can definitely get some white paper, model it with some ink, maybe there was some oxides or something, just something fun, put a little water on it. But, I just, look how pretty this is. So I think I'm going to cut it from this bottom area so I can still use these parts of the paper. So that'll be my outside, this one right here. And so I'm going to cut as close as I can to that so I can keep as much of this paper intact. And then I think just to make it pop, and this might be I don't know, I'm just making a design call for what I like. Of course you do whatever you like. Yes, I dropped my little die. I like the mattes and layers, but I don't want it to be like super high of matte and layers, so let's put this guy on here. I think for the next one I'm going to use some black paper. I'm trying to see if I have one that's already small enough. I don't. Okay, so I'm going to use, that'll be our first layer. The next one I think I'm going to do both of these put together. I was thinking of doing some black and white, but I thought, you know what, it'd probably be a lot more striking if it was just the black with all the little lattice so you can see that pink paper behind it. So let's take these guys, and I'm going to run these through at the same time together. I hope to start swaps again. I just realized, I'm like, I guess I was doing them last summer anyway, and it's probably because my husband wasn't here, and I don't know, it just seemed slower or something I was able to do, because I was like, I remember doing a Christmas in July, I think, Traveler's Notebook swap or something. I don't know what was going on, but this year I couldn't do it, guys. I'm sorry. So hopefully we can get something like that going again. Why did I put tape all the way over here? I don't know. So I'm just going to cut this down and then again run it through my die cutting machine, okay? And I'll be right back with those 2 layers, and then we'll start looking at what else we can or should do. I'll be right back. So, I always look, whenever I use an intricate die, at the back to make sure things are completely cut through, because it'd be a real bummer to remove your die and then it didn't cut all the way through. A lot of times I'll run things forward and back through the machine if I, you know, crank it forward and back or however. This one I just did it once just to see, because like again, I'm not familiar with John Next Door dies, and as you can see, I mean, it is really, if you can see the silver, then you know it's cut through. Sometimes it's a little trickier here, but you can just like pop your finger in there and you're good to go. So that cut like butter. I only ran it through once, like forward, and that's it. Let's check this out. I'm already thinking, like, what other color do I want to put in here? I was thinking about making the box blue. Like, blue was in my mind, and then I, of course, when I went and looked at my papers, I really like that corally deep. Ooh. I think maybe I should do this first to help me release it, because it's really in there. You guys, I mean, so I remember, I feel like this die set wasn't inexpensive in that, you know, it has, I think, 6 dies. It might have been, and I'm going to guess because I don't remember, between 18 and 20 bucks maybe. But it was so pretty, I really just wanted to get it, so I went ahead and popped on that. And I mean, the dies are exceptional. I mean, I can't even, that's really good. Right? I mean, that's really good. Okay. So, ooh, so pretty. And again, we don't need to have all this together, but I can even do an outer one. Ooh, but I think we'll do it like that. It doesn't have to be completely matted, the whole thing. Ooh, some gold. Do we need gold? I was going to go with like a blue next, but maybe something pretty. Now I'm trying to think, if I do like a gold, do I want to, let's run this guy through some gold paper, okay? So I have a lot of shiny gold paper right now. So I'll probably find a piece of that. Actually, this is from, remember that magazine that had come with some gold paper? So look at that. Again, it's really thin. I should probably treat it a little better. She's getting a little messed up here. Let's run that through, see what it looks like, and if I need to matte layer behind it, then I'll just run the square by itself through some other pretty paper. But for now, we will tape that down so that the dies don't move. And I'll tape it over here. Trim that down, and I'll run that through, and I'll be right back. So again, I'm just showing you guys kind of what I'm thinking of these dies already. The first one, I ran it through the tangerine, and this one I ran through the marquee. So again, this paper is delicate, so I'm going to pop out all these pieces carefully. But I mean, look at that. Okay, I'll be right back. Cleaning up a little bit here, and if we have this piece, goes right to the gold. Maybe I want to pop a little blue behind there. I don't know why I want to do blue. Look at that. I take a pause because for some reason I did hear someone honking, and I thought it was out on the road, and apparently it was my neighbor honking already when he was on that backside to get someone's attention. Okay. All right, let's get a little light blue back there. Why not? So let's see. I have plain light blue. I wasn't really thinking about that, but that might be okay. Sure. All right, so I'll take this square, just run it through this paper, and I'll be right back. So let's just go ahead and glue that together. And so I will do that, but I'll do it very carefully. Again, that paper seems pretty delicate. I probably won't put anything in the middle, just on the very edges. This is art glitter glue. And I'm just mentioning that because sometimes people want to know what glue I'm using. And then I pat some off because I really want it to be very minimal so it doesn't warp the paper, you know. Oh, I was going to stick it right down to my box. That's not what I want to do. I want to stick it here. Alright, so let's get those two guys adhered together. And then I'm gonna look at the paper pad or other papers and see if there's something else bluish or whatever that I can pop on top of this gold piece, and I'll be right back. Just the other side of this. So where's that smaller set? Ooh, that'd be interesting to do like the whole, this piece. You know? I don't know, I was gonna do just a solid piece. Alright, well let me cut this piece out right here. This is that same piece of paper, actually, it's just the reverse side. And we'll see what that looks like, okay? If it looks too, like, minimal, then we'll just do a solid square. Let's see here. Oh, and, you know, I'll give you a measure around that largest die of that hunky-dory set. Ooh, I kind of like that because I want that gold, you know? Cool, okay. The largest die from the hunky-dory set is metal to metal. It's 5 3/4. So 5 3/4 on the very metal on the outside edge, you know. So if you have a machine that's big enough to accommodate that, you should be good to go. I don't even know what I was saying. I was going to say something else again, and my neighbor had rode by on his dirt bike, and then when I came back to say something, he came back. So we'll just start over. I'm just going to pop this on here. And let's see. And generally, I mean, if you look at this picture, he has, you know, things popped up and all that, but I feel like I'm just going to keep these kind of down in here. I don't think I need a lot of dimension because this is giving me the dimension, right, these other pieces. So let's just start off by gluing this down. Sorry about that scratchy sound. And there's that. My little pizza box. And then this beautiful inlaid piece. And then I'll glue the next piece also on right in the center. I'm just going to take a moment to put a little glue here and there. I'm pretty much missing them all, aren't I? Anyway, just in here, a little something. Get rid of that die cut. And just a little something like that. Totally. And of course you can do this flat on your surface and then put it on your box. I'm just building it up on the box as I go along. And then I'm just going to glue this one down, I think. It feels kind of weird. I feel like it should pop up. But honestly, there's a lot going on here. So I'm just going to glue it straight down. I'll be back. I have that glued down. I'm just going to take a moment to play with these. And I happen to have hibiscus in my yard. And I noticed this has 2 stamens. They usually have 1 stamen, and I thought, well, maybe I can put it together somehow, but it's very visible that there's 2. So then I tried to bring this to the front to make it look like at least that one has the 2, or cut it off of this one and use the one. I'm going to take this off. But I'm going to leave on the little ones because it's less noticeable. And that's it. So I'm going to take that one off of there. And when I glue it down, I'm going to glue it down so it's a little more filling that gap there. Look at, oh my gosh. And then these little guys, and they have their little leaves, so I don't want to cover their leaves up, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. How about that one going that way? Yeah, or something, or maybe, because they're about the same, right? Oh, so cute. Unless I move the leaf. What if you have it sticking out there? Something like that. Okay, I fired up my glue gun. I brought this guy out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use that one or... I feel like this one coordinates better, even though it has all the purples and pinks and different colors. I think it looks very lovely. Look how pretty she made this. Oh my gosh. And we have this guy too. Let's put that guy. And then, if you know I have a certain occasion to give this for, I will shove like a little tag in there, maybe, or a little something, or even just right here, or a little sentiment, whatever it might be. So that is what I'm going to do. Alright guys, let's get this glued down. I'm going to wait for that to finish heating up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's start with this guy. And again, we can mess with his little wings a little more in a minute, but let's get that guy down. Oh. I do want to make more videos of just making handmade flowers. I haven't done those in a long time, huh? Let's get this guy going right down here, and then I can... Again, I'm going to kind of tuck this up like that. And get these little guys in here. Yeah, hopefully soon. one here. Oh, that's so pretty. So thank you guys for joining Swaps and making it very easy to complete a beautiful project. And there it is. So just a little decorated box top. I'll link the tutorial for the box, the initial tutorial, but yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll have some images coming up. I'll have links in the description box. And I'll see you guys at the next one. Hope you're having a great day. Look at that. So cute. And then, oh, you can line it inside with more paper if you like. Whatever you want. You know, the largest die here. Ooh, now I stuck them down to the box, of course. The largest die on this one is just over 5 inches on the metal. Okay, so 5 inches square. Just want to let you know because I told you the rest of the other numbers. Alright guys, thanks for watching again. Images coming up, links in the description box, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.